Welcome to this video showing you how to get started with Streaming Center from Radio Nest. The first thing to do is to log into your account. You will have been sent an email with a link to your login page, your username and your password. I'm going to enter my details here, but you use the details provided in the email. When you log in for the first time, you'll get a helpful prompt telling you that your music library is empty and you need to upload some music. So let's do that by going to Playlists on the left hand side. When you get to the playlist page, you will see a playlist called All Music. By default, any audio file you upload to Streaming Center will be placed in this playlist, but we're going to make a new playlist called 2000s Music. So we do that by clicking the new playlist button and typing in the name of the playlist. Now we are ready to upload some music to this playlist, so we open the playlist by clicking on it and then click the Add Files button. Now we are on this page, we can upload music directly to the server if we want to, but I would rather make a subfolder called 2000s Music to store the 2000s music, so we're going to do that by clicking Create Subfolder. Now we're going to select the subfolder so it shows it as the current directory, and then we know that it will upload the music to the subfolder. Now we can begin to upload music by clicking on the box below to select the files we want to upload. Now we need to upload them to the server by clicking the blue upload button. The time this will take depends on how many files you have selected, so we're going to wait a bit of time for this to happen. We've now got a helpful prompt telling us that the upload is finished and the files will be available once they are finished processing. To view the processing, we are going to expand the subfolder. We're now going to refresh the page and go back to this page to check if the processing is finished. We can now see the processing is finished and the files are ready to be used, but we need to add them to the playlist we created before. To do this, we go back to the playlist page and click on the playlist, then we press the Add Files button. Here we select the files we want to add to the playlist, and then we click the Add Selected Files to Playlist button. You can now see that we have added the files to the playlist, but we need to schedule this playlist so it knows when to play. Click the Schedule tab on the left hand side. By default, Streaming Center will have added one schedule item for you, which would have been added when your server was created, but we're going to remove this. Now we can click the blue New Event button to add our first scheduled item. Now I'm going to give the event a name, which for me will be 2000 Music. I'm going to select an event type, which for me will be repeating. I'm going to select a start time, and I'm going to select the days of the week I want it to repeat. I want it to repeat every day of the week, and I want it to repeat every week. So I will tick all 4 boxes to get that. Now I am going to select the playlist I would like it to play. It'll then give you some additional options. You can leave these as they are, or you can change them to your preference. Once you're happy, press the Save button and you will now see the event has been added to the schedule. If you want the playlist to shuffle, go back to the Playlist tab and toggle on the Shuffle function. Now you might want to add some jingles. To do this, go to the Jingles tab and select Files, and you add them in pretty much the same way we did for the music. Just like with the music, once you've selected your jingles, press the blue upload button and they will begin to process. Now we'll refresh this page and come back to this to see if the processing is done. Now you can see the processing hasn't quite finished yet, so we'll refresh again. Now we can tell the processing is done because the jingles have been added to the jingles file list. Now to get the jingles to play, go to the Jingles tab, select Add a new jingle. We're going to select a random jingle and we're going to get it to play between every 3 tracks. We're going to set it to start now and we're going to set it to stop in many years to come, because we want this to continue for the duration of the station. Here you can enter some custom metadata for the jingle if you don't want the jingle's file name to show, as I am doing here. Then once you're happy, click the blue Add button. As you can see, our jingle setup has now been added to the server. Now you might want to add some live DJs. To do this, go to the DJs tab on the left. Then we click the blue Add DJ button. We can add an image for the DJ if we would like, and now we enter their name and their password. Then we click the blue Add DJ button. To view their details, we go to Edit, and for most broadcasting software, such as Sam Broadcaster, But and Virtual DJ, it will be the details listed as Sam Broadcaster. For Radio Boss you have separate details, and for Winamp you have separate details. Now you may have a DJ that's provided a stream link for you to stream their show. If that's the case, head to Relays and you enter the details. Once you're happy, click the Add Relay button and go to the schedule to schedule the relay. Now you schedule it in the exact same way we did with the playlist before, you just select a relay instead of playlist. And you don't get the option to select an end time, but that's not a problem, because you can just add another item at the end, such as an auto DJ playlist. Once you're happy, click the blue Save button. I don't actually have a relay to add, so I am just going to press the X. That's the basics for Streaming Center powered by Radio Nest. If you have any questions, go to the Radio Nest website and create a support ticket in your account, and we'll be happy to help.